Well, hi there. Hi there. Hello. Welcome. I am Cecilia. Happy Saturday morning. I am going to play the Stanley Parable today for the first time ever. I have watched a couple of other people play this game, so I kind of know a little bit of what to expect. Kind of. But not completely. I've never actually played the game myself before, and I know there are lots of different options and branching things in this game. Let me just make sure everything's working okay. Looks like the screen is... Uh-oh, am I having a issue with my chat? No, I'm not. Okay. All right. So, here we go. Here we go. I know this it's a puzzle game. You have different options. You have a narrator who's gonna like walk you through and talk you through what you're doing as you do it. And I know there's a lot of humor in this game. It's very funny. I'm not sure how much I'm in the mood for this, and I don't know how long I'm going to stream this game, but just want to check it out, and you're going to be learning along with me. So, have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Oh, okay. Barely visible? Okay. Let's say barely visible is that. All right. Enter the current time. Oh, okay. How do I change AM, PM? Well, I guess I don't. 10:14 AM. Okay. Accessibility. Okay. All right, here we go. Yep, okay. Let's begin the game. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. All right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Loud. Holy shit.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Sorry.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Yeah, sure he did.
Though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
Is he plugged into the wall or something?
Or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
It's not an office, buddy. It's a cubicle. What does it say down there? Providing partitions for 56 years? Yeah, I'm expecting all kinds of I hate Mondays. Uh-oh. expecting all kinds of little puzzly things in this game, and the mouse sensitivity seems really jacked up. Can I adjust that? Let me controls. Yeah, key bindings. Okay, I guess I can't really adjust the mouse sensitivity. Camera sensitivity. All right, let me turn that down. Resume the game. Not much better.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, let me check the controls. Key bindings, WSD, jump. So E for interact, or left click. Oh, you can crouch. Cool. Okay, good to know. All right, now if I do any exploring, the narrator is going to...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? Really? Okay. Oh. Yeah, the narrator's going to intervene and start getting snarky with me if I'm not. Oh. I was able to turn off the computer, but I can't turn it back on again. Recommendations from the Oversight Committee. General questions about bucket filling. Ooh, I know there's a bucket situation somewhere in the game. A short history of the... Can I zoom in? Something between... Something. Poland and Austria-Hungary. My eyesight in real life is actually really bad. I'm nearsighted. What's this? Interviewing and interrogation techniques. I like work, just hate my boss. Smile. Anything I can do here? No? Okay. Well, another computer. How to use help. Window.exe. I can turn stuff off, but I can't turn things on. Be my Valentine. Invoice. Oh, what's going on here? How the Mighty Have Fallen. Weekly Monitor. An examination of the impact of the work and art of Lula Chamberlain? Okay, fun. I am absolutely gonna get bogged down in this dumb shit if I'm not careful. What's that say? Knowing your city. Wow. Wouldn't it be fun if the rapture happened and that's the reason why everybody disappeared? 5th annual subcommittee meeting of internal revenue analysis for committees of the Royal Revenue Discussions Club? Okay. Whoever made this game had a lot of time on his hands. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Can I pick up a mug? Nope. Okay. Can I go through any of these doors? No. Nope. What's this? Is that
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I have already seen other people play this game where they repeatedly just refuse to go into the door on the left, and the narrator gives them a lot of shit about it. But I'm gonna go through the door on the left like the narrator wants me to go. And I'm just gonna try and see what happens. Probably not a lot. I don't know. Can't open any of these doors. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Interesting.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Group, review. We're broke Wednesdays, termination Tuesdays. Pranking floor 5 meeting. What to do about 432? Don't tell 432 about the meeting. IT, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I can't make any changes there. It is dark. Hi there, if you're just tuning in, I'm Cecilia. I play a lot of different kinds of games. I'm playing the Stanley Parable for the first time ever. Not gonna do this all day like I did with Stardew Valley. What do we have here? Future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. What? Man, I remember working in an office. Employee push for funding, R&D of new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Broom closet! The broom closet is going to be a thing in this game too, I know. Or it can be. Fire the paper synergizing guy. Yada yada yada. Yeah, I've never played this game before, but I've watched other people play. TPS report. This page contains no information. Oh, what's that mug say? What's that mug say? Something, I don't know, can't make it out. Please do not steal. Right. I know I'm supposed to go to the boss's office. I just want to look at all the funny little things. Synergizing of core global. Oh, wow. Buzzword bingo. What is that? What is that? That looks ominous. Can't make the copier do anything. Bi-quarterly post-review. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip. What? Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap. Okay. Boy, this would be fun. Teenagers. Space between the teenagers. Idea bin. No more bins. Renaming of the ideas bin. Firing of me. Okay, cool. Fun stuff. Business letters and co. Profits. Profits? Oh. Wait. Who is operating this PowerPoint? Everyone is unique. You most of all. Slides, charts and slides. Okay, I'm profits. What's going on there? What kind of profits? Okay, funny stuff. We have our new product. Telephone directory. What do people want? Things! Happy feelings. Violet James, you are fired. I hope I don't have to remember any of this stuff. Boss appreciation minute. Top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to your boss. Personal conflict. We're inclined to, why did we hire you? Remember, it takes two people, and right now you're both of them. What are your dreams for the future? Talk radio mitosis? Metamorphosis? Comatose? Tips for not getting fired. Okay. Don't get fired. Okay. Let it ball up inside you. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, but seriously, who is operating this PowerPoint? Where is the... Where's... Oh! It's in the ceiling. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. It's up there, but who's operating it? Okay. Synergize, monetize. Help, I'm a post-it. What? Quarterly pie chart profits. Okay. Alright, well, so I'm supposed to go up to the boss's office. And I don't know how to get there. And the narrator has been oddly silent. Oh, here we go. Broom closet. Oh, I can't get into it. Yes, I can.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Yeah. Yeah, now he's gonna start really giving me some shit.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I really want to pick something up.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yeah.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah, buddy.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Maybe I'm gonna...
You realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I would have thought to mention it.
Maybe there's a broom closet ending. Right?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yes.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
The broom closet ending was my favourite. Yeah. Oi.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Okay, narrator. You really don't want me in the broom closet.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical melody of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Okay.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Sorry if I interrupted your fun, narrator. Oh my gosh. I think the narrator was having more fun in that broom closet than I was. Are we in the right place? That chair looks cozy. Comfy. What's this? Can't open those. The beige pages. Not the yellow pages. Okay. Gotcha. Legally distinct from. Understood. Business time. Are hostile takeovers the new biannual percentage? Typo. Maybe I am dead. Biannual? Recommendations from the Oversight Committee. Bucket filling. Austria, Hungary again. Okay. Okay. Do. Ooh,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Right, I don't know that. I am the most expensive boss. Carte blanche. A Mont Blanc.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Sewage Lilies by Claude Money. Can't play the piano.
2845.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get there. Keep your pants on, narrator. Certificate of pompousness. I love it.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Oh,
and Stanley
okay.
got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Man. The narrator does not suffer fools. Or, people who want to fuck around. Can I just leave? Do I have to go that way? Apparently I do have to go that way. All these pictures. I can't help but notice that grates have covered the windows now that the secret panel is open. Oh, wait. What is going on here? Why is the cursor like that? Oh, nope. Okay. Link plus. Drywall. Come on, narrator. Tell me what's what. What do you want me to do, buddy? Some kind of generator. Oh, boy, that doesn't look good. Wow. Maybe I need to turn the lights back up a little bit. Well, if it'll let me, which it might not. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Field of view. Anti-aliasing. Okay, you got me. I guess I get to play in the dark. Unless I want to start over, which I'm not quite in the mood for. clicked a button. I clicked a button not knowing what it would do, but looks like it's an elevator taking me down. Loading, loading, loading. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I have a feeling it is going to go unanswered for a long time. I have a feeling nothing is going to be made clear to me. But that's kind of the nature of this game,
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
If you say so.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Come on, narrator. Cut me some slack, would you? A lot of fans.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Is the end of the passage getting... Okay, I was starting to wonder if it was getting any closer. Okay. Okay. Do you have anything else to say, narrator? No? The end is never, the end is never, the end is never. Did I die? No, I'm just falling. Okay. Am I...
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
oh, fun!
It reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Am I gonna die? Am I actually gonna die, or am I gonna... Yep, I guess I am. Wait, am I?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Didn't know we had another narrator. Okay. We have a female narrator. Can't jump up on that. Can I get... No. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. What? Okay. I just got a Steam achievement for trying to jump and failing. That was fun, kind of. Stanley Parable. Okay, now what? Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What indeed? Oh. Okay, is there... Wow. Can't see anything. This is interesting. Might not be anything to see. Oh, what are we here?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
I
Do you
see.
see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Is that the point of the game? Lady narrator. What do we have here? What indeed? Very white. Nature paintings. These look like, well, some of them look like photos. Stanley's computer, right? Office layout. Oh, okay. Behind the scenes info. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. Yada yada. Okay. Narrator, do you have anything else to say? The two doors. Very first concrete piece. An exploration of the contradiction this room posed. The office. Yeah, okay, so it's like museum exhibits. Gotcha. Office computers. Oh, installation. Solitaire. Oh, I turned it off. Employee database. Employee 427. That's me. Status offline. Okay. Fun. Stanley Parable. Okay, wow, this game is over a decade old. Credits, yada yada. The impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Yes. So who's the female voice that I've been hearing? Okay, button sounds. Okay. Let me go back over here. Stanley's computer. Can't use it, can't turn it off. Okay. Okie dokie. I guess... Wait, can I open these doors at all? Nope, apparently not. Okay. Oh, what can I do? I can go that way, or I can go this way. What's over here? Office clock. Yeah. Boss's office. I genuinely cannot tell if this is part of the game in some way. The lounge. Underground.
Nothing there. Shoot. Well, try the other one then. Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door.
Narration
Stanley
outtakes.
walked over
Okay.
the bridge.
Not interested. What's up here? It really is a whole freaking museum, isn't it? Freedom ending. First incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Countdown desk. Huh? What? What's this?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
What do you mean, these two? What are you talking about?
Can you see?
No.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
No shit.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Is she talking about Stanley and the narrator? Okay. Now what? Come on, lady, tell me what to do. Okay, I guess it starts over for you. Okay. Alright, fine. I'm started over.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps
No
indeed.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
432 is somebody who apparently doesn't have a computer, and he was on that whiteboard earlier. Okay, can I open any of the doors? Can I get through here? No. Come on. Can I go in there? Nope.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go on the left again. But
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Can't go back.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What to do about 432? Yeah. I wonder what's wrong with 432. Broom closet. Oh, are you gonna give me a hard time if I go in here again? Oh, I don't get to go in here again? Oh, wait.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay, okay. Smartass.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm gonna go down this time. Go ahead. Be a smartass. Tell me I don't understand the difference between up and down. What's down here? That looks like a handwritten note. Oh, I wish I could pick it up. Fire hose.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
Yeah.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Why indeed?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Oh, no.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Okay.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Yeah.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Ah.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
What the hell, man?
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Okay.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
What?
The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
What fresh air?
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
It's all I want.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Stanley has a wife?
My life is normal. I am normal.
Yeah, sure you are, buddy.
Everything will be fine.
Okay.
I am okay.
I am okay. Damn it. Nope.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
I'm seeing red.
Who am I? Who am I?
I'm seeing red.
And
what's happening?
Went black.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember seeing anybody.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Oh, no.
Then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, no.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Yep.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
Yeah.
I know what is real and what isn't.
Good for you, bitch.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this.
Yep.
So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I hope she's wearing sensible shoes. Am I dead now? Am I... Oh my gosh. Okay. Apparently the game just starts over on you repeatedly. That's okay. That's okay. I am fine with that. I am fine with that.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yep,
What could
gone.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Going through. Oh, what's this? Awaiting input. That wasn't there before, was it? What about this? Access. Time is... What is this? Something. Oh, I can't make it out. What's over here? Yeah, that was there before. Can I do anything here? Can I touch the keyboard? Will it let me? Or will it just turn off the computer again? It's taking input. What's happening? Input received. Yeah. What about you? Nope. Okay, I cannot apparently input more than that one input. Okay. Off we go. Yada yada, da da da.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. Okay. Door on the left. Nothing new. Did I miss the broom closet, or is that after?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Did I look at this before? What does this say? Nothing interesting. Okay. I'm not allowed in the broom closet. The narrator is not having it. Not this time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm going down again. And this time I'm just gonna run.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Yeah.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Nope,
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Oh no!
He yelled. This is all a dream.
Oh, I'm going in circles.
What a relief
Crap.
Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Boring.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Yeah, I don't want to fly.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field. And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. Okay. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
I was really kind of hoping that something different would happen here.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Going in circles. Boring.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
Yeah.
The press of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of the world outside this one.
The fresh air? But I'm in bed? Like...
He thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Yeah, I do
too.
Let
me go back to my job.
Come on.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
It's all I want.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
Yep.
I am normal.
Yep, I'm normal. I'm not crazy.
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine as soon as I wake up.
I am okay.
I am okay, and I will wake up, and everything will be all right. And I'm still in the parking garage.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Exit.
And everything went black.
Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Oh my gosh.
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Yeah, I'm sticking through this just in the event that something different happens, but I guess nothing different is going to happen.
A man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming.
Can I skip this at all?
And then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Okay. I'm going to start over. And I'm not going to...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hey.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No
432
matter how hard Stanley
has
looked,
a lamp.
He couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah. 432 has a lamp at his desk, but no computer. 435 is installing a program. Okay. Alright, just for the shits and for the giggles. Awaiting input. Damn it! Input received. So there's something about this computer with input. It's not the same computer, but it's got the same thing on it. What's this say? What? Boxes. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go through the thing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm going to go this way for a change.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, sure. Ooh. Yeah, some people have offices. Ooh. What's up here? Nothing? Keep dry.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in. What's that mug say? Can't get over there. Can I get over there?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth
Another
it.
handwritten letter. Creepy. Can't open the blinds.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Yeah.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Because everyone hates me? Sure. Why not? Coffee?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
The message is, you are stupid, Stanley. Right? 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 Probably? Wish I could see what that mug said. Something about value? Come on, narrator. I know you have something to say. I just know you do. Okay, fine. All right.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to be less cooperative in this iteration. I'm going to go here. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay. Ooh, blueprints.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No doubt. What's here? I mean, you keep closing the doors behind me, so what am I supposed to do? I can't go back. What about you? Can't open that door. There is a lot of coffee in this building. At least there are a lot of coffee cups in this building. Climb at your own risk. Ooh. Ooh. I bet I could fall to my death. Ooh, neat. Okay. Do not jump from the cargo lift. Will cause death. Misuse. Wow. What if I just jump down here? Will it let me? Will it let me? It will.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Yes.
Good job, Stanley.
Good job,
Everyone
Stanley.
thinks you are very powerful.
Indeed. Okay. All right. One more run through.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Yeah, well, except that we know that's not true, right? Right. Where's the computer with the input? Do I not? Is there no computer with input? Doesn't seem to be. Can't turn this off either. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yawn.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, no, I'm going this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, sure. Just to admire it.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room.
Yeah.
What a gorgeous, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, not doing it. I'm going this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? You mean, I don't know. My alleged wife? Or perhaps the...
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Are you talking about the female narrator? Or that Mary Ellen chick who discovers my body when I run screaming? Can I go up here? Cannot get through that door. I hope I didn't pay a whole lot for this game. I bought it a while ago and I don't remember. Can I do anything? Can I do anything at all? Interesting that that door hasn't... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Forklift? Forklift? Come on, narrator. I'm sure you have something... Oh, fun. Cigarettes. Gross. Okay, buddy. I'm gonna plunge into the dark. Ah.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Well, the game is not allowing me to pick up the phone. Can I unplug the phone? I can't I can't do anything. Narrator. Narrator. Come on. It's not letting me. Okay, now what? 427.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
Creepy.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Do I have to? Oh, where'd the thing go? So it's not only my cubicle number, but my apartment number? I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there. I'm going to go the other way.
But you're in my story now.
Ooh. Ooh, creepy narrator. Creepy ass narrator. Won't let me go anywhere except in there. Okay. All right.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Press K on your keyboard. I don't want to press K. Not gonna let me go in here, are you? Is K gonna kill me? Probably.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Wow. Press T. All right.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I did choose this life. I chose to pay for this game.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Yeah. Press B to watch TV. Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press U to spend time with the boys. What boys? I don't allegedly have children, do I?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Kind of Matrixy, huh? Press T to prepare dinner. None of this is happening.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Boy, this is creepy as hell. What kids? There's no kids.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press I to tell your wife you love her. I don't have a wife. This is all fake.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Oof.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Yep.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press Q to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I will stand here and not press C. How long am I going to stand here not doing anything? How long am I going to stand here not doing anything? What a strange game. How bizarre. Narrator, do you have anything to say? Are you going to chime in? Are you going to let me stand here? Hello, narrator. Press C to be at work in the morning. All right, well, I guess the narrator is not going to chime in, so...
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing. Okay.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Yeah.
We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Yeah.
And I tried.
Ooh. What a creepy, this is a creepy ass game. I guess I can kind of see why it's called the Stanley Parable, though. I'm not sure existential dread is quite what I was in the mood for today, so... Yep. I think I'm gonna call it for now. Yeah. A little too much for a Saturday morning. Maybe later I will come back on and play Doom or something. But for now, I think I'm going to put an end to it. Quit to menu. And we're going to say goodbye for now, I think. That's enough. That's enough Stanley Parable for the day. I'm gonna go do laundry and maybe go outside in real life. Because I can, because I'm real, because I'm normal. Right, narrator? Okay, thank you for watching. I'll play something better next time. Something more engaging, perhaps. Something where I get to kill monsters, probably. Yes, thank you for watching. I'm Cecilia. Feel free to chime in with comments, etc. If you have a suggestion, I'm all ears. And I will see you next time. Bye now.